business on it, like lines. Speech codes right now.
Sounds like they're real good. They're
So video out there, right there, to the coast.
But I got a little something for the road, you know.
bill right now.
So you,
What's that over there?
Video screen.
Yeah.
I believe I know my Facebook. People dashboard. Should be within the video Facebook, and also make sure that maybe let's do retention from Sarah. That's true. It's not one of my approved.
Chris's time's up on County Road. All right, watch out. Okay, so I turned it. Salisbury. Swiss nine. Laying out of right to the black. Good for you. Oh, our poor guy. There. There. Let's say that. Yeah. I know, right? Interesting to happen anytime I start thinking like that. But yeah, we're just I'm out of it. Well, not here. Really, that's what I does. Rest of the 'cause through all these tourists or whatever, then you never get really fast, what's surrounding it. And you start thinking their seats on it. 3 minutes and be ready for you. So let's leave. It's on. 170. So, brother. Not that word in drives. You got it. You got email work. You got email work. Not trying to hurry it. No big bang. It's not hard to read. Sorry. So how fast we crowd, those seats that are open, because we knew at key times, that we were only gonna have two additional seats for anybody who showed up at the last minute. But a couple of the tables got called away, so that's why open seats. But, apparently our speaker was, in demand, so we filled the house. Bill came in very dramatic. Anyway, welcome everybody to the MBN Speaker Series event. We all know the value of this. A lot of it is the networking, so I'm glad to see some of you get here early. We're going to do more networking afterwards. You'll have that opportunity. Very excited to join with all of you. You know, we do 7 or 8 of these a year. 2 of them being business sports luncheons like this on each side of the calendar. Speaker series events have been going on annually since 2004, which was really a while. In 2017, we expanded to both spring and fall. Prior to that, it was one-time event, and we've had speakers who range from Bo Schembechler to Tom Izzo to Kurt Gibson, John Smoltz, and we're not letting you down on that list today. QR code on your table there can be used to get a digital version of today's program. And a take the survey button is also at the bottom of the digital program. And that takes you to the event survey. And both are still available on paper, as you see. As you know, these events don't happen without sponsorship. And we want to thank not only the sponsors of today's event, but the fact that they come back time after time after time. And thank you for seeing the value of this whole circumstance. I want to thank Dean Transportation, which is one of the tables that got called away. Obviously, you can see the shortage of bus drivers. So I'm sure. Oh, Courtney, you're here. Be darned. Okay, good. Shaheen Chevrolet and Cadillac, thank you. Always there for us. Fly Lansing, Capital Region International Airport. We'll get reports from some of these people as well. Sinair, Foster Swift attorneys. You see some things on your table today from them. We'll get some explanation of that. LaughQ, local credit union, which does such a wonderful job. The Lansing Sports Commission brings a lot of events here that bring a lot of money to this place. PNC Bank, who has been with us for a long time, TriStar Trust Bank, and WLNS Channel 6, who also lends us our kind of event coordinator today. He's going to be introducing our speaker, Ian Chris, head of sports at Channel 6. So now we're going to do what we customarily do, which we find of great value, is a little community roundtable. And we'll go first to catch Catherine Jaffinga. There you go. And she is our host today here at Capital Region International Airport.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Jaffinga. I'm the Director of Marketing at the airport. Couple of updates for everybody. If you missed the news about 2 weeks ago, we're very excited to share that Breeze Airways has officially extended their schedule at Lansing through the end of this year and into the first week of 2026. So that includes continued nonstop flights to Orlando year-round, and then the return of our seasonal service to Fort Myers. So that just ended at the end of April, so just a couple of days ago, but it will officially be back October 3rd. So you can book the flights now from October 3rd, I think, through January 5th. And then hopefully some more fun news on reads in the coming weeks. And then also we just finished our Apple vacation season. Those are the international flights from Lansing to Cancun, Punta Cana, and Montego Bay. It was our 15th year with those. It's been a great partnership for us, and we're excited to have that continue. And maybe next week we'll be able to announce our 2026 destination. So we do know that the Apple vacation services are coming back, so we'll have more to share on that soon. Right now in the airport, actually down by baggage claim, in our community room, we're having a TSA pre-check event. So if you are not enrolled in TSA pre-check, you can do so if you're at the airport. You can do it through the end of the day tomorrow. You can make an appointment. I know there's a couple still left where do a walk-in, but you basically just come to the airport, do your TSA interview, and are able to get your pre-check status. And then it's good for 5 years. If you don't do it here and you don't have pre-check, you have to go to, I think, Port Huron is like one of the closer places to do it. So good opportunity to enroll. I think it's like $75 and it's good for 5 years. And then finally, next week, Real ID deadline is May 7th. I'm sure you've all been hearing about this for many, many years now because they pushed the deadline quite a bit. But it's basically everybody to fly, you need to have a Real ID. The good news is that most people already have one and they don't even know it yet. 75% of people in Michigan already have it. So if your ID has a circle or the state of Michigan in the top corner that's yellow with a star inside of it, that means you have a Real ID, so you're all set. If not, make your appointment to get an updated ID, and you can still fly after May 7th. Just have to bring additional forms of identification like passport and stuff. So that's it from us.
Excellent stuff, it really is. And if you fly at all, this TSA designation is essential, and not so much here at Lansing because we're so efficient and getting people through, but when you go to the major hubs, it really makes a tiny difference. It really does. So Jason Cordes from Shaheen Cadillac and Chevrolet. Do you guys still have cars?
Got 2 left.
So hurry.
Thank you to this airport here. What a fabulous thing. Reason they got to come back. I've flown a lot. They're fabulous. Thank you for that. And got Juan with me, my facilities manager. I've got the assistant to the general manager, Ralph Sheen, should be walking through shortly. Just kidding. He didn't hear me say it. But tell you a couple things that are happening right now. We do sell tires and a lot of them. We've got buy 3, get 1 for $1. That's at least going to go for another 30 days. It's supported by General Motors, so they reimburse us. So you can shop tire prices anywhere and they're going to be cheap. And also leasing. You know, the best lease out there right now is an Equinox EV. No car companies are going to go away from EVs, but they slowed up a little bit, but they're coming back a little bit. They're getting a lot more supported on the lease program. So keep that in mind if you are interested in a lease. And but other than that, things are good at Sheen Chevrolet. You know, I did take care of the tariffs; those are all taken care of.
You're the guy.
Thank you.
We're gonna have you back next month to speak. It's quite an accomplishment. Dean Transportation, Sarah Green, how are you?
Good, how are you, Chris?
Sarah, thank you so much for bailing me out so many times.
Well, it's very good to be here, and thank you. There's a lot of familiar faces in the room, so first, thank you to anyone who used Dean Trailways or Dean Transportation for their transportation needs in the past. And hopefully you'll reach out to us for anything you need in the future. We do have car service, so if you need car service for any events for you and your family, any company outings, these are motor coaches, we have lots of different options. Our team is here today, so speak to one of us if you call us. And we're happy to be a part of this. Thank you, Chris.
Sarah, good to see you. Thanks for being here and thanks to as always. Next up, Kim Hafley, Foster Swift. Kim, you can explain the stuff you've been throwing on tables here.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, really excited. About a month ago, Foster Swift kind of kicked off a sports law practice group and a new podcast, Foster Swift Sports Law. And we have 2 of our co-hosts here, Tony Del Monte and Charlie Franchique. Also, Dave Russell. One of you know Dave Russell. He's been around 2 meetings also. Really involved in this one. Really excited. NIL's here to stay, and there's a lot of people that have questions. We've been helping a lot of people on the trademark side, contracts. So They've got a great podcast. Go to our website, you can get the links and listen into it. A couple other things, because as you know, we're more than the sports blog. Another thing, we have Mike Morshak here. Mike is a copyright attorney, so if anybody needs to have their intellectual be protected, this is your individual right here. It's really important, guys, because once somebody else says it's theirs, it's a very long and expensive battle, correct, Mike?
Yeah.
Exactly. Other thing, thanks to the government, employment law continues to be a really hot topic that often keeps Tony quite busy. And then the other thing too is cybersecurity. If you have any concerns in that, really encourage you to check out our website. We have a lot of free resources there on the legal perspective, what you need to consider if there's been any sort of data incident. And then finally, I don't see it is Ben's here. Thanks to Leap, we worked on a project last year on succession planning. And I think we all aspire to retire at some point. And so one of the best things you can do is think about that early, because what we want your business to be when you retire, it's probably not there today. And people like Foster Swift and Ben and Justin Starks, they can all help you get your business to where you want to go. So we just want to be here to help everybody get where they want to go.
Go. All right. Next up, now we're going to get into the money realm here. Last cue, Sheila Scott. You.
Sheila's not here, but I'll.
Sheila's not here. You're the new Sheila.
Hey, everybody, I'm Jason Smith. I'm our Chief Planning Officer. We continue to finance all of Shaheen's deals, so it's been very hard. But we have things going on here at you. We got a brand new You Do You campaign coming out. Pretty proud of that. I know Kelly was here. She could explain that to all you guys. But take a look at that. It's coming out to a TV screen near you shortly. We offer express cash loans, direct competition to those payday lenders at a very fair price. I'm looking at. We also have a podcast too with our own Sheila Scott. Actually, Sheila's not here, but Sheila is putting on a podcast and that you as well. We have a 10-6R for those of you that are in the market for a cheap mortgage. Yes, I said cheap mortgage. That is at LAFU, 10-6R, price well below market. ODP, 99 cents, guys. I don't know anybody else that's doing that. So if you have looks at your checking accounts, it's going to cost you 99 cents. So that's all I have today. Thanks for having us.
Cheap mortgage, you had me at that. All right. Stay right there, Jeff. Let's cover the money first. Let's get Tim up here. VNC Bank, Tim Salisbury.
Thanks, Chris. Don't know if we have You Do You campaigns, but for all schemes doing, I believe, more Christian for PhDs. Not very well. Yeah. That's kind of fun. Everybody wants to know what's going on now. Tariffs, all this stuff, right? Seems like 4 months into the year, seems like a pretty long 4 months. Went into the year, optimism, reduced regulation, reduced inflation, reduced interest rates. Instead, we've kind of turned on that, looking for a little more uncertainty. Inflation probably going to be higher for a little bit longer. We do expect rates to come down starting in the back half of the year. So the PNC's forecast for interest rate reduction starting in July. So these are the Fed meetings through the back half of the year. 5% below where they are right now. So maybe they'll make those cards a little bit more affordable. And they can kind of settle some of the tariff stuff. We'll hopefully get some more progress. We do not expect a recession. It's going to slow. So looking at maybe GDP of 0.5% to 1% for the year. News front from PNC since we were together. Mark Weedman has been named president of the corporation. According to the time check, he was one of the top executives at BlackRock, really instrumental in growing BlackRock to be the largest money manager in the world. PNC used to have these significance that actually owned all of BlackRock. We sold it over the years. 2020 we sold over 23% of it. So no, Mark for a very long time. Looking forward to having his growth background, technology background stuff, and bringing it to banking industries. So I think, Chris.
So interesting to me. It's like the bond market and the stock market are not behaving as they usually do. And now you're telling me the Fed may lower interest rates when we're Well, he's done
Did
good
a
work.
nice like show already, so now.
Unbelievable. Yeah, nice work. I'm sure you have a lot to do. All right, Lansing Sports Committee. We got Tony. I'm sorry, Ben.
You can skip me if you want, Chris.
No, we're gonna stay with you're gonna keep us in the finance set.
Okay, good. Good to see you all. Agree with everything that Tim said from the economic and trade perspective there. I'm Ben Bakken with TriStar Trust Bank. We're a bank, but we're a non-lending, non-depository bank. We do investment management, financial planning, and trust services. So from a market perspective on some of this, I'll tell a quick story and tie it back to the airport. My wife and I went to, and we took one of the flights to Jamaica. We did that in early April. We did that on what was Liberation Day. You remember that? That was the day where all these tariffs were announced. So I'm on a plane going to Jamaica. The market was about 5,400 and it drops like a stone because of uncertainty. While I'm in Jamaica, I'm getting some text messages from people. Should we go to cash? Should I do something rash? Absolutely not. By the time I got back, the administration walked back some of those tariffs and said we're going to take a pause on some. Market spikes right back up. Guess what? It was right where it was when we left for Jamaica, but a tremendous amount of volatility. Consumers don't like uncertainty. The markets don't like uncertainty. And right now we have a lot of uncertainty. That's the summary. You had technical things happening with the market, economic things, analytical things that cause the potential for some volatility, but a lot of this is policy right now. So until we figure out where some of that policy is going to land, we expect the markets to continue to be volatile. That's kind of where we are. But continue to stay the course with some of the long time thinking and talk to your wealth management professional. If you don't have someone, feel free to reach out to TriStar. So thanks, Chris.
All right, thanks, Ben. Appreciate that. All right, now Sports Commission. All right, Megan, how we doing? Love this organization. They bring all these events here. People who come with these events drop money, go home, hopefully come back next year.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan Zemer, Executive Director for the Lansing Sports Commission. Just a reminder, the Sports Commission is the leading voice of sports tourism for our region. Our mission is to promote everything in Greater Lansing and to bring sporting events here to help boost economic impact here across our region. I'm really excited about how the first quarter has started for us. We've got some really exciting things that we just wrapped up. Our team is headed into USA Archery Collegiate Target Outdoor Nationals. Will be hosted at Home Sports Complex the second week of May. We'll have 500 archers from across the country here to participate for their national championship. And our team will be on site. Barbara on our team is spearheading all of the logistics for that event, and we are working in partnership with the MSU archery team to bring that event to fruition, hopefully for a 2-year agreement. We're also looking at a strong summer ahead of us with the Michigan High School Athletic Association baseball, softball, soccer finals that we host at Michigan State University. We'll be bringing back the USA Playing Target League National Championship, which will bring in 2,000 participants from across the country out to Mason, which is the 4th largest track shooting grounds in the country. And I'd have to give a kudos to the entire community on that event. We hosted that event last year. That event was hosted in the midst of, if you recall, we had hurricane-like remnants that came up here in mid-July. It completely flooded out the entire facility. We had 2,000 participants, 7,000 spectators with nowhere to park. And kudos to this entire community. Dean Trailways was a huge supporter of that event. They rallied along with our partners at Leslie High School, Mason High School, and everybody came together to make that event happen. I'm excited to share that because of what this community did, we were able to secure a 5-year contract with them to bring them back to our community through 2030 in the middle of July. So really excited, kudos to the entire community. It truly shows the collaboration of this community in bringing an event like that to the region. We also have U.S. figure skating, Midwestern sectionals coming up in November, along with a plethora of other things coming later this year. Looking a little glimpse of what's coming in 26, 27. We are excited to share that we have secured a 2-year contract for both the NAIA Bowling National Championships and the National Junior College Bowling National Championships over at Royal Scott. And we'll also be hosting the 2028 NCAA Bowling National Championships. So we're kind of pointing ourselves as the bowling capital of the country here. So lots of exciting things coming. As always, if there's anything that you, your kids, your family's involved with, if it's a unique sport, please share it with us. There's nothing that we won't go after. We're hosting some, Power Valley barbell lifting, We've got some duck ball coming up. It doesn't really matter what the sport is, we'll bring it to this region. So thanks so much for having us, Chris. Sorry.
If they keep score, you like it. Yeah. All right, finally, Ian Kress from Channel 6. Ian, you're gonna give us an update on the Ellen Heller.
Oh,
I don't know much about it.
yeah. We'll start with that. Technically, the slow time for us, but obviously news like that brings, so you're always kind of looking as to what's the next story. So the big news for us at the station is our longtime anchor, Sherry Jones, will be retiring next Friday. It's her final day. Our 6 o'clock show will be dedicated completely to her, commercial free. So if you knew Sherry, I'm sure some of you did. You can tune in next Friday at 6 to see your final day. Spent 37 years with the station, so did a lot for the community, not just on air, but off it as well. So it's sort of the big thing right now. Today, obviously, the big story is Alan Haller and the Pistons too. You're into that. So
More to follow. I'm sure you'll get the complete story at 6 o'clock. No pressure. All right, so with that, go down, get your lunch, come back, and we'll get started with Bill Burke at today's presentation with Ian introducing. So have a great lunch, and we'll see you back here in about 10, 15 minutes.
It's like it's kind of off for itself, especially if you were like pockets. Unnamed person who works very three terms. Yes, yeah. What he gets back. That's great. And get another YouTube. Well, you don't forget my name, but I usually know that I'm not. I'm just the guy. I'm just a dude in there. Right?